ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we are going to take this particular Lancaster out today. But before we do that, I'll say a quick hello, and I'm going to jump away from here where it is really noisy and pop over to where this particular aircraft is being housed in real life and let that load back in. So welcome everybody. Now we'll get in and say hello to everybody while this particular building loads. Some people will recognise it. Somehow the cars are driving through the traffic. It's actually people standing around. I'll move around in a moment. But Michael, mate, first one in. Hello. Get that music back down. Good morning, and he says hello to practically everybody who comes and goes from my channel, but good on you, mate. Blowheeg, hello. They sure make the plane look nice. The truck has less texture than my toaster. That's a really well textured toaster then. The truck's actually not too bad. But look, it's not about the truck, it's all about the plane. Timmy says, anyone flying around Oshkosh? I did see the video that Colonel Indiana Longnuts posted, and wow, there's a lot of planes. But it's probably more than usual. But that happens every year, I believe. It's like a conga line everybody trying to land. Hello, Mr. TPHI. Hello, Colonel Indiana Longnuts. G'day, Jared. Stu, I did see Stu over there in his C160. I still don't own the C160, but he actually says I'm flying this C160. Yep, I saw you over there. It comes up as an airliner, but you should have fun flying that. Michael, Mr. Canberra, you get the new map. I'm guessing he means Truck Sim Iowa. I do have that. I will be doing that tomorrow, maybe. Try to. That's the plan anyway. Let's keep going. Scroll down. Visualize. Hello. Welcome. Floating plane. Yeah. I don't have whatever plane. Or it's not showing up. Sorry. Not that I don't have it. It's not showing up what Mr. TPHI is in. So it defaults to the whatever the Baron or whatever those things are. The little Piper plane, maybe. But it's way up in the air because she's probably in a larger plane. Do you have the livery of the flight? I don't know. Yesterday's stream missed a few of those as well. Only 2 left or 3. What's that? What's 2 or 3 left? Of these Lancasters? Yeah, not many. Although Mr. TPHI was sending me a flight track record of one flying around near his house yesterday. Like, wow, all the transols. No, I think it's a Lancaster he's talking about. One of your favourite planes. Yeah, Lancaster is my favourite plane. I have, I don't know how many, 6 or 7 model Lancasters. One that I am now building is a 132 scale working dam busters. And I haven't done it on stream or anything. I did one video for my one man's collection, and it was an hour or something. I'm thinking this is too long, so I stopped it. But I've yet to build. I may actually do it on here. Voice is a little low. Sorry. Yes, I've been playing around with the sounds. How's that? How's that? How's that? How's that? How's that? There we go. Yeah, one's in Canada. Voice is a little alright. P38. You're in the new XF11. Well, I don't have that. That's why. But yeah, that thing's got like mosquito legs. That thing's landing gear's way down. Alright, so we're actually currently at the War Memorial. This is in Canberra. So this is where I'm going in October. So the War Memorial is this long stretch that runs actually all the way from Parliament House. So we're going to have a quick look around here. We will fly out this way probably. So this is Parliament House in Australia. So you've got 2 sides of Parliament. You've got the upper house and the lower house. Technically they're just the same height, but this is actually Parliament House. This is where all our decision making happens, or they argue and then eventually somehow get a decision. But you can see that there's different stretches to different buildings. But the War Memorial itself, where I'm going to go and visit, is down this stretch here. It's also where they do parades and different things. And you can see that in the sim, it's actually got a crowd here, probably for an Anzac Day memorial. So full-on crowds and stuff. Now, this is the museum itself, War Memorial Museum and Remembrance Wall. So in this area here, which we can't see in, I'll have to show you pictures when I get there, maybe in a few months. But there's lots of names and stuff on the plaques and stuff. But what I'm going to go and see, and I'm going to shove this on before we go much further, is the G is for George Avro Lancaster, which is the one that I'm flying today. It's at the Australian War Memorial. Now, according to this particular article, which is back in 2024, the Avro Lancaster B1, known with affection as G for George, is a remarkable history. G for George flew 90 operation missions over Germany and occupied Europe during the height of the bomber offensive. From the time it was built in 1942 until its retirement and active service in 1944, the bomber was flown by 460 Squadron RAAF when in Britain. G for George is currently not on display. Well, I'm not so sure about that because they are building a new building. It says it's going to be done by the end of 25. It may not be when I get there, or it might. The Treloar Technology Centre is where it's being stored. But this particular article is April of 2024, but this is the plane I want to actually go and see. So when we have a quick look at some pictures, it's actually going to be displayed in a well, great big room with all the information on it, so I'm definitely wanting to go and see it. So it looks like it's already been placed. I don't know, actually there looks like the BF 109 in the background. So plan is for me to go and visit this coming up. So I think there's actually YouTube videos on it as well. I don't know. We'll see if it's there, but we're going to fly it today. I'm going to have a look at it. But this is the aircraft that I actually have chosen to fly, the same number. So let's take this back to, well, that'll make everything move, won't it? Alright, and I think I just lost all my stuff on the ground. I did, didn't I? Alright, let's put that back on there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Actually, rearm, and I'll probably put those away. Engine covers we can put back on. Refuel's still there. Alright, ground power. Alright, I've got a few of you waiting for me. You're going to have to wait for a little while longer. Alright. Hostad, hello, really cool memorial. Yes, it is. I will take photos and I'll put it on my Discord as well when I'm there. Hamilton, Ontario, it's $2,300 for a 30-minute flight, I believe, per person, subject to full flight. $2,300 and you can fly into Lancaster? Wow. So where do you get to sit? Because, like, for a flight in a Lancaster? That would be awesome. So you've got nav seat. I mean, I wouldn't want to be sitting like here and all I get to do is look. Oh, actually, you know what? It might not be too bad. No, I'd you know, shove me in the bomber seat or upstairs, or, you know, go down lower. Oh, we've got the upper seat and the bottom seat. That's for the bomb range thing. I should just jump around the seats. Here, where are we? There we go. Nav. Yeah. You can move about the flight. Oh, right, yeah, okay. But there's not a lot of seating, that's all. I mean, this one would be pretty cool. But I don't think my fat frame would fit in there. This one would be cool too. Where's this one? This is up above the nose, is it? Yeah, okay. And the rear? Yes, looking out the rear. Oh wow, it's actually got rounds. Can we press anything? No. Oh, that's a shame. Back to nav and back to pilot. Yeah, okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll run through the checklist today. Let me catch up on comments though, and I'm going to run through everything. Hello, Mr. TPHI as well. It says hello everyone. Grumpy, hello Grumpy Studios, mate, welcome. I see it. We're already doing pews? Wait up. Yeah, pewing out the back, alright. Actually, that's really quiet. Why is that one quiet? Alright, Microsoft Flight Sim sounds were off. Streamlabs, well, okay, I think all my sounds were slightly off. I've installed the equalizer APO that Two-Tone Murphy was showing the other day to get the sounds sounding better in here, apparently. So we will try that out. But I'll keep some music on at the moment. Hello, I didn't mean to do that. I actually was clicking on my stream to make sure it was running okay. How do I close my window now? Now that I've opened it. There. Well, we are definitely opening the window to hear the engine start up. Okay, so we'll get that part happening. I'll leave the music running for now. Mr. TPHO says they actually raised the prices. I called yesterday. It's $4,300 for an hour. You have to be a member, and tickets are sold out for this year already. Yeah, Lancaster, the military base near my home, and the one that flew at the air show, is a leader of 460 RAAF. Has a kangaroo playing bagpipes on the side. Awesome. Yeah, going way up. No, it's a lot of cash to fork out. It was up most of the day yesterday doing flights. Yeah, I saw that thing you sent. That's awesome. I mean, I'd be so happy to see it flying. I don't need to be in it. I almost bought a rear turret from a Lancaster last year. How did you... What? Tried and got outbid at the last... Oh, that happens. Yeah. That sucks. Who are you pewing? Oh, it's because I was sitting in the back seat. Preemptive. There we go. He's cheating because everyone's stationary. It was for 14k and went for 15.3. Wow. Yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool. I don't think you can do another pew within a certain amount of time. So, all right, let's get the checklist. Nope, checklist. Nope, checklist. Navigation log. Probably the one that looks like a... Wait, where is my checklist? There it is. Checklist. All right. Crew on board. No, I haven't. That's not it. Hang on. What's inspection lamp socket? Exterior crew toggle. Oh, exterior. Yeah, there they are. All right. I actually turned them off. Okay, so what I did was I moved. Oh, there we go. I moved the aircraft back from. It was actually up here, but I put the fuel truck inside the power trucks. So I moved it. We've got our own ground. So external cut power on. Okay, hang on, engine cover on. So let's go and have a look at the engine cover. It's this one here. On. So what it does is you can actually see the engine there, the Rolls-Royce U-Butte engine. Engine cover is on. Park brake is set. Parking brake is down below the back of the controls. Okay, it's off, now it's set. Very good. Flight control is free and correct. So, feels pretty good. Alright, we're good. Exterior cart is on. Yes, that's the same switch down here. These ones I've already worked out, but so I've already got the external cart on. That's the power cart here. This little blue guy here. So external cart is on. Battery switch to on. Okay, so battery switch is no. Yep, that one there. Alright, so let's go battery switch on. Now I am in 2024. This is 2020 native. So yeah. Do you have fuel? No. Well, we do. We have the fuel actually connected. Landing gear is down. Well, I hope so. So what am I looking at? Let's move this arm rest out of the way. Landing gear lever. Up, down. Well, it's down. Yeah, we know that because we're actually sitting on them. Alright. Fuel gauges. Check all. Alright, where's my fuel? Well, it might actually help to turn it on. And that's how much fuel I've got. Blowheat. And that's actually not too bad. Alright, we'll take that. So let's go check. Alternator 1 and 2 on, please. Alternator, that's down the back. This is why it takes a whole crew to fly this. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Alternator is 1 and 2. Game, checklist, clue, general. No, that's not meant to be there. Alternator 1 and 2. You got inner and outer. So I've starboard fuel. So I'm going to say yes. Starboard fuel selector number 2. Okay, there's only on and off. Alright, we'll do that one. Port selector. How do I remember port is left or right? There is no port left. That's how I say it. When you're drinking port and there's no port left, it's the only way I can remember it. There was a baby stroller rolling by. I had to nose it over to save the baby. Oh, is that what happened? Visualize. Scary. What you would have done. What? What are you guys up to out there? Alright, port. Let's try the port one. On. Thank you. Moving it down. That is okay before starting engine, then starting engine. Alright. Now we can actually stop that music, even though it sounds pretty cool. I've got a lot more bass in my headset now. I don't know if it's coming across on the stream. Alright, master boost coil on. Mixture full rich. Full rich. I use my controls to do that. Otherwise, if you don't, when you press your controls, they automatically change back to low. So starboard number 2 booster, fuel booster. Where is that one? Okay, fuel booster. Do they mean fuel pump? Oh, that one's actually fuel pump test switch. Hang on. Starboard. Number 2, fuel booster. I don't actually see that. But I'm guessing it's this one here. Otherwise, because it's number 2, starboard, fuel booster. I don't know. Who's doing redeems? Hang on. Make sure the bot's... Yeah,
I'm the Princess of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although I can't officially back that up with paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll put the sound all the way up. You can hear that. I'm going to say that that's the fuel pump. Now, engine 3 throttle cracked open. Engine 3. Oh, I should actually change my. Was that? Hang on, which one was it? Yeah, it's that one. Cracked open. Fuel cock to open. I should probably change my controls to a 4 engine. Hang on, before we do that, let's just test. No, I have done this. It does actually work. Okay, cool. So number 3. What's the fuel? Hang on, what do you mean cracked open and then the fuel cock open? Fuel master, here we go. Starboard, which one's number 3? So it's actually one of these. There we go, 3. To open. Yep, cool. Propeller control, full forward, high RPM. I've already done that. Okay, cool. I've actually done all. Magnetos to on. For number 3, yep. So there's actually 2 magnetos each. Okay, cool. Starter. All right, we get to start an engine. So we're going number 3. What's after starter? Engine combustion check. All right, we'll just get ready so we can see and hear this from outside. Number 3, we still have the fuel truck connected. Should we have that fuel truck connected? While that's running, I might just disconnect the fuel truck. I don't want to chop a fuel line. All right. Okay. Crew might want to get inside. There you go, they're inside, but I haven't turned them to the visualize yet. Wow, that's really loud in my ears. Let me just turn down my headset. Alright. There was a crew button here somewhere I saw. I don't know where it is now. Let's shut that cover. And let's check the engine combustion. Seems to be doing fine. Thank you. Just under 1,000 RPM. Alright. Magneto starter is on. Engine. That's what I'm checking. Alright, engine 4. Cracked open throttle. Engine 4 is. Hang on, which one is the engine 4? Is it the outside one? It is, yep. Okay, open distraction. I'm just going to run through this. Once you get knowing what you're doing. Okay, so you're on this side too, aren't you? 4 to open is already full. Yep, already done that. Magnetos to on, which is these guys here. 1, 2. Starter, number 4. I think it sounds better in 2020, but we'll see. See when we get over there, because I am actually going to jump over to 20 later. Port number 2, fuel booster. Alright, so we can actually turn on port number 2, fuel booster is now on. So does that mean the engine didn't start? No, it did. It was running off. Something else. Okay, cool. Alright, done. Let's go for engine number 2 start. Oh, there's throttle crack open on number 2, which was on there. So we want to just crack that open. I don't know what we're supposed to put these at, but hey, it's open. So let's go yes. Fuel for number 2 engine, yes. Oh, you just click it. You don't have to actually drag that one up. Cool. Propeller is already done. Magnetos, let's go for these guys, number 2. Oh, it actually does say 1 and 2, but not engines 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yep, okay. Magnetos are on. Starter for number 2. You can actually close you. This one's not starting. No, it didn't. Okay, why is that? Oh, hang on, I just moved all of them, that's why. That's open, and that's open. Mixture is all the way up, yes it is. Number 2 is open, 1, okay. Now, this one's not starting. It almost sounds like it's not getting fuel. So I'm going to jump over to here and I'm going to crack all of these fuel pumps on just because that's not working. Oops. I'm zoomed in, that's actually really difficult to see. We cannot get that number 2 engine start. Okay, what are we missing? Done. Engine 2 throttle at 7.3. That seems too much. By the way, if you're wanting this from May 2024, AH themselves actually said wait. I guess a native 24 version is coming and will not be a discount upgrade to your full purchase. Will not be a discount upgrade. That's probably why I don't buy AH products. That type of philosophy. Okay, can't get this one to start. Why? Turn them off. Yep, turn them off, not on. Alright, let that one start. Yep, alright, moving on to engine 1. Crack open just a fraction. Thank you. Wait, what was that? 1% will do. Fuel cock open is that one there, so we're actually getting these ones, Magneto, understand where everything is now. Yeah, I do want it for 24, but I still have 2020, so you can jump in there. But I'm not waiting for them to eventually get there. Oh, just in time for someone to do a flyby. Pretty good. But yeah, I like making you buy it again in 24 when you've already bought it. Okay, so what's the difference? I'm not going to have native. I can't wander around and take the chocks off. And yeah, I'll pay a small upgrade fee if they want to. External power. You don't want to go down there. Okay, so let's get rid of the external power card. Thank you. So external power is gone. Somebody forgot to put the covers on the engine, so we'll just someone jumped on there and did it while it was engine was running, so yay. Alright. Now we do need to get our guys in the cockpit. Now where did I see this control? There was a way, is it this one here that you've actually got to press and they're inside now? No. No, that toggles them external, doesn't it? Yeah, external. Okay. I remember there was a switch for the crew. Shows the setting panel for camera movement and crew visibility. Yes, that's it. Okay, so let's get alright, full crew in now. I did have a play with this before, so it's not my absolute first time to do this. Look at that guy leaning out. Very cool. And in the nose, almost look like there's a glasses open there. Rear gunner, the cramp seats, those ones. Yeah, good. Alright, warm up and ground test. Master boost oil to off. Radiator shutters to auto, which I'm guessing is on. No, auto's in the middle. Okay. Auto's in the middle, on is all the way down. Yep, cool. Fuel pressure check. Somebody's map's in the way. Fuel pressure. Where's my fuel pressure? Check. Fuel pump. Test switches. Is that what I'm guessing? Where we're pressing those? Yeah, no. I didn't see it actually change anything. We're pressing hold. Nothing's going up and down. Only use the fuel selected number 2 tanks. Okay. So I'm going to say, yep, oil pressure check. Well, our oil pressure is all across the board at 40. So that's good. I'm guessing. Oil temperature. Oh, hang on, that is my temperature. There's my oil pressure. All even. Okay. Brake pressure. Let me see my brake pressure. Is that my brake pressure up in there? Anyway, I can't check that. Altimeter. Set for ambient pressure. Turn altimeter knob to set the time. Okay. So that is where? There. On there. Cool. I actually just used the comma on. Magneto test. 4% boost. How do you know 4% boost? 4% throttle. Yeah. Left magneto test. No, it's 4 boost. Wait. Not 4%, we're on 4% boost, do we? How do I keep an eye on that gauge there and up this? Is that meant to go up to 4? There we go. Oh, I touched my throttle on it and dropped down. Okay, we're definitely going to have to put in that here for drop to 100. Drop to 100 RPM each. So what are we turning off the magnetos? We might just get flying with this rather than continue doing our tests on there. So I'm just going to go, yep. And taxi. Lights as required. Alright, do we know where our lights are? They are down. There we go. That one's actually lit up. we got? We got navigation lights. That's pretty good. Wait, I just turned them off. That one doesn't actually light up. And this one is auto controls main power. Rise power to the auto. There's an auto thing. So like for autopilot. Okay. Flight controls, pretty incorrect. We've already done that. But we might just check again to make sure that we're... Yep. Can't hear your voice hardly. Oh, you know why? Oh, the desktop went way up again. Apologies there. Where is this AP? Is this thing? Where? Down here. So there was a switch there. Auto controls main power. So you turn that on. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. The sim just went really loud. So that should actually be better. Alright, flaps are up. Yes they are. Okay. Q flaps up. That's not quite all there. The park brake release. Let's make sure nobody's in front of us. Oh yeah, we have a power thing. Yay. Alright, going to run those down lower. Instrument check. Well, it's all sitting about the same, so pre-flight is done. In-flight, normal takeoff. Parking brake release flaps 25 degrees. Elevator trim, nose down small. Let me just do my trim. Thank you. Reset. Landing gear up mixture full reach. Done, done, done. Alright, park brakes are off. 25 degree flaps. Did our flaps actually come back up? Okay, so 25 degrees. How do you actually move them down? There we go. How do I know that they're actually at 25? Let's put pitch trim. Hold and lock. Lower. Alright, where do I see what my flaps are sitting at? Whoa, they're going way down. Alright, let's bring that back up a fraction. And let's get this thing on the road. Now, can you hear my voice okay now? Okay, well, you're in the P38. The AP is on the tablet. Tablet is a silver sticker on the left side panel. If you press that. Why is the aircraft gone quiet outside? Let me just check my volume settings to make sure it's not Windows trying to take over. Yep, audio enhancements were trying to take over. But it's gone really quiet outside. I'm going to chop up that power truck that won't get out of my way. But okay. I'm doing well, Michael, mate. I'm doing well. I had to go off to get a blood test. That's why the stream's 1 hour late. In case anybody who... You know what? I'm just going to imagine that thing's not even there. Get out of the way. Alright, name's on. Turns around nicely. Almost looks like a double wheel at the back. I think it is. It's gone really quiet. Why has it gone really quiet? Just stop for a second and press some buttons. Just going to check my audio settings because it sounds like we're on headphones mode. We are on headphones mode. So what else have we got? Surround, that'll do. Is it quiet? Or am I just not monitoring it right? Let me put my headset back up. Oh, there we go. My headset was down. Alright, looks like we're going to have to taxi down the active runway. Starbug. I'm going to come down towards you. Welcome, mate. Alright, now I probably missed a whole bunch of stuff there. Brett's voice is really quiet. Yeah, look, I had my sounds all over the place. Because I've installed this equalizer that's meant to make it sound different, I think it's just a completely different setup. Alright, what else I missed in the Michael says been for a checkup this morning at the doctor's. I got my test results back and had a small midi stroke again. Oh, Michael, mate. That's not good. Well, I could see Mr. Longnut or Gertie before I could see his aircraft. Now, sounds are mega loud for me at the moment. I don't know if I can change some stuff here. Let's go this one here. No, I don't think I can modify it on the go. You got to go, Stu, mate? It must be late there already.
You'll be back. You haven't seen the last of Willie.
See you, Stu, mate. Apologies for taking so long getting that started. We also started an hour later than normal. Wow, that is really loud. Why does it keep going up? All right, how's that? Is that better? Do some modifications and wonder why it's gone all out. We probably actually should go down there and taxi out, but we're not going to. We're going to do the lazy thing and take over the whole entire runway. Might do a turn around here though. Try the gamer. G'day, mate. Long time no see. Has anybody else got the Lancaster yet? Is that 25%? Probably was 25% flaps. Alright. Should have come around across the runway there. Oh, what happened there? I wanted to. Oh, you can't look. Okay, they're look left, goes. Sorry, look right, it goes left. Go left, it goes right. Okay, they've got their views back to front. I think when I get to Williamtown, which we'll actually just get going. When we get to Williamtown, I'll change to 2020. And try it there. I want to see what the difference is in its native. See, I can hardly hear that now. we are up. That's gone really quiet all of a sudden. Oh, I don't like that. Need to do a little bit of modifications here on the go, I think. Trim up. Okay, got it. Oh, that changes things, doesn't it? You've had 4 in the last 6 years. Wow, Michael. Yep, still around, says Dre Starveld. Is this a mod or is it on the marketplace? This is in a 2020 marketplace. No, it's on. Well, it's not actually in the marketplace. It's on Just Flight and probably a few other places. Starveld. So it is actually available in 2020, and I've moved it into 2024 just to have a look. So this is not the FSX payware one I used to play with a few years back. Alright, we're going to climb. Boost is actually doing quite well. So yeah, it's the payware one, Aeroplane Heaven. I bought it from Just Flight myself because I already had credit from buying other things there. How does that sound? Now it's actually quite loud. I've got to get it in between somehow. Proper geezer Dave, mate. Do you have a sound card in your PC? I have a Sound Blaster card in mine. No, I'm just using onboard now. I do still own my Extergy though, the external Sound Blaster card. I don't know if you remember those. Alright, let's get back there, and no, there. Flight planner, thank you, there we go. And that's where we should be heading. So let's see if we can get this to hold altitude and follow a nav line. No, but we can get it to hold altitude. What are we at? Oh, well, that actually got me going a lot faster. Let's hold heading, and what should we be heading here? 026. Alright, let's get that out of the way. And where is my compass? Can we hide that? There we go. Which one actually allows me to read which way I'm heading? If I want to move this, it'll move, but where's my little indicator thing? Probably should actually be at the nav seat, shouldn't I? That's radio. Hang on. Are you nav? You look like nav. I don't know where you're looking at. You're going to need a map closer to my place. Alright. Yes, USB one. Yeah. I only recognise a couple of people in chat. Your channel has gotten so big. I don't know if it's so big. It's gotten a little bit bigger. But it's good. I have a new pool lady table start tomorrow. Nice. I think you drove with Brett too. That's Michael. Yes, he did. Are you guys on live weather, live time? Because it's cloudy and gloomy. Yeah, like it just got to now. Yes, I'm on live time, live weather. I do need to see if we're following. Was it 026? I'm not quite there yet, but we are heading north to Richmond Military Air Force Base. That's where I've gone and seen the air show. Actually, Hostad was in chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but he sent some pictures to me of UK air show, and it looked awesome. All right. Now I need to turn my own headset down. We're definitely trying, put that back in. We're going to definitely try in 2020. I want to hear the difference in the sounds, because I think a lot of sounds get washed out in 24. And look, if they're going to redo the sounds for a payware version, awesome. Will I buy a whole new payware version for 2024? Not at the price they're asking. If they're going to have an upgrade version, I'm up for that too. Alright, trim. What are you? Your pitch and aileron. How do I use... Alright, hang on, what's this one? No, we're on pitch hold, that's why. Get out of the way. What else you got? Rudder, okay. So I can't change this. Oh yeah, there we go. You got to roll it a lot, do you? Because the autopilot keeps putting it back on. Okay, so what we'll do... where are we? Lake George? I don't know. Does it sound... It doesn't sound how I remember them, but we're going to go check it out in 2020 later. I don't hear this make any difference. I actually don't know if that's changing it for you guys as well. Let me just check. Well, I'm not sure my equalizer thing is actually working. It does sound different, but alright, making a run up here. Oh, that pew pew's gone really quiet. Why? Everything else is getting washed out. Got to get the sounds right. I think I watched Two Tone Murphy do a lot of mucking around with it as well. And let's load in the Avro sound file, and I don't hear that change anything at all. Maybe I need to put it under default, do I? If you got that eco, yeah, affects your entire system. It does. This is what I'm using. So I've copied what he had, and it does affect the whole system, I know. But I can't seem to turn it off or modify at the moment. It's not making a difference. We're in stereo, are we? Even though I'm running a 5.1, yeah. So what I've noticed is I don't hear it going any different. So if I drop the bass down, it's not changing. Do I need to load that? Can I undo? No. I think that actually was meant to be only about there. Or I load that back in. I go my Avro there. But I don't hear it actually activating. Yeah. Hit that little power button on the left if you want to shut it off. This one here, yeah, nothing's happening. Didn't change. Did it change for you? Did you hear any difference? It's like it's not actually changing. Peak gain of 11.9. What? Oh, that's that one there, is it? So I did it yesterday, and then when I obviously turned it off, it's no longer working. So if I turn that off, nothing changed. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I'm going to go climb these clouds. There we go. This thing has got some power to climb, hasn't it? So something I've got to play with is the sounds, but I am going to go do the first two flights up to Williamtown Military Air Force Base in 2024, and then I'm going to swap over to 2020 so we can hear the difference and make our way back to Canberra. Where's our altitude? Making our way through 6, is it? Looks like it. So it sounds quite soft. What's clam jammer running in? Have I flown past the line? Yep, I did. Alright, slightly left. Just got your message on Discord for me? Yeah, uninstall your ATS and put it back in. I think you should be able to reset that. Put no mods in until you can start it up. Also check and see if you've got an update for your video card. Racetrack. Somebody's private racetrack. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Having your own private track. Under the power lines though. Why not if they're there? Alright, maybe we'll lock it in at about 8,000 feet. Where's your local tech support, long nuts? I'm not a stereo salesman. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Who is pew-pewing who? I don't know, look behind. What's just some Aussie gamer been up to, says Dre. Haven't heard him from... He's busy working, running his own business. So, no time for streaming there. Alright, let's hold in that. Now, we wanted to go 026, I think. Now, 026. I need to take that just a couple of degrees to the left to meet up with that. Alright, we'll bring that around. Alright, so let's go and have a look at some of these seating. What have we got? Lots of instruments. Do I have the gun seat? There we go. Oh, there's a star bug. I could totally. Why is that quiet? Excuse me. Why are you quiet? So yes, it has definitely taken over. Let's try that again. Where is he? It's louder for you, but maybe I'm not hearing it. That's what happens when you muck around with your sound files. Alright, what else we got? Oh, we can shoot down a QFA at the front there, but we've got a Jared over there. We could just turn the guns a fraction and yeah. Tell you what, I'm building the 132 scale magazine collection Lancaster, and I built this front gunner seat area, and oh my god, it took so much work to put this thing together. Having to put in the individual guns and the feeders and the seats. It's on my one man's collection. I might move it over to do it one day, like just take a Friday and we'll go for a fly in a Lancaster and build the Lancaster at the same time. Maybe do a Dam Busters stream where I'm flying 4 or 5 hours and build it at the same time. Put it up on the side while I'm building it on my desk in front of me. Ian, mate, good morning. Sorry if you hear me crack my knuckles. Alright, what other guns we got? Oh, that's out the rear. There we go. I almost need like a double gun sound there. Kind of like they are in the movies. That would be cool. Sounds do sound very quiet there, but the engine sound loud. Hey, my dog. Look at him, Starbug. He's right there with my gunner guy. Alright, let's go back to here. How are we going? We're probably over speeding, if anything else. Let's bring the boost down below the red line there. 3000 RPM. Awesome. What you looking at? Look at him, he's just hanging out there. Oh, hello. That's my nav guy. Wow, that's a little bit uncomfortable in there, isn't it? Can we go down? Get behind you. Here's another guy. Okay, cool. What's that say? Electrical and radio notes for wireless operators. Cool. How do we get to keep door closed? Oh, right. Is that a camera? No, it's not, is it? What is that? Is that a radar? No, it's some sort of weight thing. Like a gyroscope or something, is it? Huh. Can we go through here? No, we can't. Oh, man. So can we get to the rear gun? Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's somebody there. Visualize. Alright. Oh wow, we are really encapsulated. Okay, that's it. We're stuck, are we? There's Jared. Hello, mate. Careful. So that's in the back there. They're definitely enclosed, aren't they? Not so much moving around in there. Can't see the guy. Is that because I was in their seat? Maybe. Let's move over to the next one. Where was that roof gunner? That's the nose. There we go. Oh yeah, you do. Okay, so when you're sitting in the seat that belongs to the view you're in, it actually gets rid of the person. Well, that's interesting. So, do I lose my pilot though when I'm... Oh, that is really interesting, actually. So if I go back to pilot and then go outside. Okay, so pilot stays. And now we've got the top gunner guy back. Huh. Ah. Not a bad looking plane. Yes, the nav scope. Oh, it is a nav scope, you reckon? Yeah, okay. To see the stars. Well, that might actually be not too wrong there, to be honest. It sounds plausible. Alright, are we on the flight plan to find our airport? 026 is the direction we need to fly. We're actually pretty good. To get right on the nav line, I'll just take 2 degrees more to the left. And now there is a nav on this, isn't there? Like a GPS. Can actually run GPS. What's this? Bomb door control. Oh, we got to have a look at that. Oh yeah, that's slow, isn't it? Hang on, what are we bombing at the moment? Warragamba Dam? Well, that'll mark up Sydney's water supply, won't it? It looks like we got a bit of space there. Dropped 4 already. And some extra racks for the middle. So what have we got? 12? Okay. Yeah, that works. A sextant, you think? Didn't look like a sextant. No webcam nowadays. No. Couple of reasons. Oh, we've got different lights there. One of them is it was kept freezing or juttering. I need new USBs. Yeah, make them count. That's what it is. Does anyone know if this is a mod or on Marketplace? So Starfield, I did say before, it is available on Just Flight website, probably on other websites as well. So you can buy it, but you have to get it for 2020 flight sim. It probably will make it into the Marketplace eventually in 2020, and then eventually potentially next year. I'm just assuming it's going to be next year for 2024. But let me just find it for you on Just Flight. So you can buy it. It's not a mod that hang on, where do I find the link? So you've got to put it in manually if you buy it. If you're buying it from the Marketplace, you won't have it come over to 2024 until, well, actually you won't have it come over at all. So here we go here. Airplane Heaven, Avro, Type 683 Lancaster, 34 US, 34.95 US, and it is for 2020 version. I got a little bit cheaper because I had leftover Just Flight points. You probably can find it on Contrail, I'm guessing, but I don't think it's in the Marketplace yet. It's only come out about a week ago or less. Oh, it's on Orbix as well. Okay, cool. Oh, visualize, mate. The Microprose B17. I'll pay for it now. Is that for Flight Sim, or is that for their new B17 mission stuff? Because I'm kind of hoping that'll come out soon. Especially the where else can we open? Especially the, oh hello, we got a sunshade. Can't see me. Alright, can't open the top roof one, no. Pilot side landing, what? Pilot's side panel lighting, sorry. Okay, that works, I guess. Yeah. That's the sound when I open this side. Oh yeah. Sounds very instant. Okay, that'll let a bit of wind in, won't it? Alright. What else can we open out here? Can we go up? No. Oh, we do have a bubble canopy thing here too. Oh, can't see. Let me go down a little bit. Shove my head in there. Oh, you can. Okay. That's actually not a bad view. Let's save that view for later. What about you, mate? Excuse me. Can I look out there too? Thank you. All right. So now I can go like that. Michael, mate. Oh, why is that so quiet? I couldn't hear that. Sounds are all mucked up, I think is why. But thank you, Michael, for the $2 donation.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you. Mwah, love you.
That is really quiet. Who's mucked up my controls? It's got a boost. Alright, audio enhancements are not enabled for the device. So do you want to run the device, select application and fix it? Okay. Yes. Wow, that went really quiet. Okay, maybe I just need to stop that other device. No, it changed everything. Is this a free cam or is this a fixed cam? What part? Oh, did you get a delayed there, did you? I know the sound went off. I was just moving around like this. And then what I do is I actually save the view like that. Or like that. But these are the fixed cams. Out the back and then out the front, or the other way. All right, so yeah, you can actually move yourself around like this, go down into here. I can move myself forward. I can probably go down even further. Yeah, I can. There you go. And I can have a look at the bomber run area, which is good. And maybe we'll just go up a little bit, and then what I can do is I can actually save that as a viewpoint. So I can go back to here, and if I want to go left, right, forward, or back again. Yeah, so it's sort of save thing. You barely played the FS24, yeah. Alright, so I do need to get my sound volume thing back on. Try and work out what's going on with everything. Way of resetting it too. So turn the gain off or down. It's not working. Why is it not working? Okay, so I got that equalizer thing on. Now it won't let me. It won't actually let me control anything. Thanks, Two Tone. I have no idea what I was doing there, so I don't know. We might have to undo and reset stuff before the next one. Alright, how are we going with our flight? Did we actually get back on the flight plan? Almost. We're following everybody else. Might have left a couple of people behind. No, there's Jetstar flights. There's actually a lot of Jetstar flights. Oh, do you remember when we took this flight down with the Chinooks? We actually followed this river on the way out. That was a lot of fun, that one. Down through the mountains here. Over the dam. Very loud sounding aircraft. We'll run that down and we'll test it in 2020, 2 airports time, and do the flight back over Sydney. Does look good. Again, I am running this in 2024, not 2020, so not what it's made for, but what it seems to work pretty good in. Hello, somebody's flying by. Where'd he go? What are you in? Mark 1 Spitty, is it? Yeah, I'd say so. That's an aeroplane heaven aircraft too, isn't it? The Mark 1 Spitfire? I think so. It is a pretty cool view. So, like if I were just to now hit there, I get to actually view from the Bombardier's scope, although normally they would be sitting and looking in there really close to looking through this thing down there. Grip here, warning, fragile mirror undercover. Cool view. And eventually I'll pop one in at the rear seat as well. Tomorrow, Proper Geezer, I'm actually considering popping one in tomorrow. I've got to work out what time I'm going to do it because I have to go pick up an oil pump and I'm not sure what it is, some sort of special grippy wrench thing for removing a sump plug from a John Deere tractor that's being stubborn. So I've got to do that late in the afternoon, but probably tomorrow afternoon. At the moment I'm trying to work out a new schedule where to fit everything in. I will probably be doing it at about 2 hours from now, or an hour and a half from now, tomorrow. So 25.5 hours maybe, for a few hours, and then I've got to duck down the road to pick up the oil pump and tools. AROG, you can see G on the front there. Let me just go and have a look on my shelf here. How long have we got to go? That's not what I was trying to click. To Richmond. I've got a little way. Okay. I'm going to quickly look on my shelf of model Lancasters to see if I've got the G version. So this one here, ARG, be right back. Alright, I got a couple of, actually I've got 3 km, no, 1 kmb, 3 YZ something rather, and I've got a unopened version that comes with the Dam Busters model, which I can't see the ID on here. But it does have the bouncing bomb underneath. All of these are in, so I'll put that back down, all of these are in 144 scale. What's your longest stream ever? Probably the 9-hour or so flight from Auckland, New Zealand to Honolulu, where I built Lego the whole time while flying. So it was actually a flight I had done in real life in a 747 in New Zealand. So I reenacted that and on camera built the what did I build there? Porsche, I think. Porsche 911 Creator Edition. Man, that equalizer thing has really changed it, but I can't seem to change. Yeah, the whole time I was there non-stop. Yeah, I don't do any of those streams where if I'm flying I just leave it going. I remember those, but no, I've never done those. I've always been there and talked the whole time, 9 hours, 9.5 or whatever it was. I did a 7-hour stream a couple of weeks ago. That was playing Planet Crafter the whole time. Alright, how do we look at our fuel? Have you got my fuel over there, mate? It's actually probably a way of looking at that. Let's just check. Let's go through the views. No, wrong way. Yeah, there. That's what I thought. Alright. I actually got a lot of fuel in these aircraft. They've got a very long range, and we're not doing that long. You could never? Yeah. I think that was one of the first streams of you that I saw. The building the Lego one? Yeah. I do have a bunch more Lego to build. It's just been pushed aside at the moment. Lots of other things. Going to have some back problems from standing like that. He might be leaning against the thing. No, he's just, at least he moves as opposed to nothing, although his head's, they're all their heads, yeah, he's definitely going. You know what, I think every time I go like this he sits down, and then as soon as he sees my head moving he's standing back up. He's quick. He's quick. Yeah. Alright, time to descend. Let's get this map here. Alright. Let's back here for our engines even more. Zero boost. Alright. Now I'm hoping I can actually land a Lancaster here. That ought to be fun. I think the max I ever sat you through non-stop active was maybe 4 hours. I'm just not super chatty. Yeah, which is why every time I would watch you I would always be asking you questions. Because if you want to have a YouTube channel where people keep coming and hanging out with you, you need to be able to have that conversation going. Alright, take the AP off. Let me just descend a little. Like I said, I just had a new update on my Nvidia gaming card. Hey, check and see if that's actually is what is mucking up your ATS. Is my trim up, is it? Oh, it is too. Okay, that's why. Where's my level trim? There we go, thank you. Alright, so we had it trimmed up just a fraction. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, because some of the people that are watching have not been here the whole time. I grew up in Sydney. I did my year 10 work experience, which actually wasn't organised in time, so I did it in year 11, in the first few months of year 11. Work placement, work experience, because I don't know if other schools around the world do it, but in Australia, in year 10, you actually go and spend a week at a workplace to try and get a work experience. So the school will organise you to go and do what's essentially volunteer work. But you go into a workplace and you get an idea of what they do so that you can potentially look at doing that for a career. Well, I did my work experience at this Richmond Air Force Base. So I actually spent a week out here, travelling out to Richmond Air Force Base, catch a train out, and then I think I rode my bicycle at one stage because it was just a long way from the train all the way around the fence of the base and then back again. Who's over there? SAI. Okay. I'd say this would be the way to come in, where this plane is here. Looks like someone's flying over. So yeah, I did it in the photography section of the Royal Australian Air Force, where we climbed into the aircraft, or like C-130s, taking pictures of potentially damaged levers and stuff. So you'd sit in the seat and you'd take a picture of whatever's some worn out thing, and then you'd take it back and you'd have to develop it. That was pretty cool. Should do a podcast, Brett. Ooh. What, because I can talk? What would I do a podcast about, though? I mean, to be honest, I'm actually looking at those YouTube channels that react to videos. They always have an opinion. I'd kind of be into that. I don't know. My wife's like, don't start up another YouTube channel. Yeah, I need to be more active. My social skills just aren't the best, but I've gotten better. Yeah. Okay, well, that's kind of what it's going to be. Yeah, you just need to get out and talk. Became kind of shy during and after COVID. It was a lot more chatty pre-COVID. Also, just gotten more mature as well. Well, that happens. And then you get older like me and you become less mature, potentially. Or it's actually more like you get as old as me and then you just don't care what people think. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, okay. That's my kind of entrance there. Visualize. What happened to visualize? It says now this system doesn't support optimization. What is optimization? What do you mean optimization? Or do audio book reading. I'm not necessarily the best reader. I would have to do several takes and stuff, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a full turn. From memory, you've got to fly over the water and land in at Richmond. I think that's it over there. But I went to a air show here as well. Oh, look at that. Look left, it goes right. Look right, it goes left. What about outside? Look left, look right, that works. Look left, look right. What's that? That's Parramatta, is it? I think it is. So they've got their views back to front. We'll check it in 2020 sim when we get into there too. I'm going to kind of run out of things to talk about after an hour. Maybe I should write a script or something. No, just talk about what's in front of you. It's an Air Force base. So what you do is you have a second screen on. If you don't know anything about it, or an airport, look it up. How long's it been there for? Who made it? What's it named? Who's it named after? Why are you landing there? Find something. If you're doing trucking sim, where are you driving past? Have you seen anybody else drive there? Do anything? Do you know what? We need to put our gear down. I'd like to do a full stop landing if I can. I'm not even sure I hate that view change thing. Just let me... Thank you. Oh, hang on. I do have a view here. I could do that one. There we go. Gear down. Some shiny gear, isn't it? Looks like I've got a skid mark on it. Somebody's left the park brake on when we landed before, maybe. Right, this will be my first landing in this particular file ever. Yes, been watching Clarkson's Farm. It's actually pretty cool. I haven't seen season 3 yet. Yeah, Wikipedia. Yeah, just look things up. Look for things to say. This ought to be fun. Hey, if they can land C-130s here, actually C-130s can land short runway pretty good. I don't know if we got reverses on this thing. We are going to take a bunch of flaps. We're in a little too low though. Slow it down, but I need more power. There we go. We've got 2 red, 2 green. Sorry, 2 red, 2 white, I mean. Oop. Now we're going too high. This ought to be fun. I foresee a disaster happening. Four white. Too high, fly by. Oh, we gave it a bounce. I might actually be able to pull this off. Yeah. How much brake can I apply before I nose over? I reckon we might skid around here. Bunch more right hand brake. We're good. Take out a few of these little light poles while we're here. Good souvenirs for eBay later. Alright, one more run down to the next airport. Hello, Mr. Longnuts, sitting out the front of the aircraft. I don't like it when it does that, but anyway. Is Williamtown where the PM jet flies? No, Williamtown's is Newcastle Airport. It is where the F-35s are based. So Williamtown is also Newcastle. I don't think it's an international. I think it's domestic. It might be an international airport. They might fly New Zealand to Newcastle direct. Not 100% sure on that. So Richmond Air Force Base, this one here is a 100% military airport. So all these aircraft are sitting here are incorrect, but I don't have a file for this one. But see this big apron here? See the big open area? This is where they do air shows, or they have done air shows. They do most of them now in Avalon, which is in Victoria. You see the MiG-3 still on fire. Demos has yet to fix that. Looks like there's a crew trying to work out what's going on. Left the battery charger on, I think. Going to jump off at this airport. 3 AM comes fast. I need to do a couple of things. 3 AM? Where's it 3 AM? Visualize. Where are you located for it's 3 AM? But see you later. Do I not know where Visualize is located? Maybe I thought you were completely good. There we go. Icarus is saying, what's up, Dre Dog? Dre says I definitely have ADHD. Yeah. Sometimes that can be hard to sit down and actually do the full talk. But hey, look, I'm sure there's a bunch of YouTubers with ADHD that do videos because they're always changing the subject onto something else and keeping people entertained. So there's always that too. Okay, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Hello, P38 over the top of me. Oh, you can hear those wheels just lifting. I only used the one level of flaps there, but that was plenty. See, Visualize, mate. That's when I get up for work. Oh. Okay, so 3 AM's when you're getting up for work. Yeah, mate. Thank you very much for hanging out. Sorry I was an hour late to start off with, but blood test and all. It was a requirement. He has to wake up 3 AM. Yeah, that's what I was getting. Alright, so what else did I miss there? Some of the other stuff. It's under Nvidia GeForce graphics card was the optimizer. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't do the optimization. Just jump into the game and see if it works. It's true, life is short to care about what other things. Yeah, especially when you get old enough to realise that it doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. You know why, a lot of old men seem grumpy? They're not grumpy. They just don't care about your feelings. Sorry. Your feelings don't matter in the grand scheme of things. And if everybody realised that someone else's feelings don't matter and can look after their own, they might actually be able to look after themselves. You don't want to go around hurting other people, but you need to look after yourself. Right, let's hold altitude there. Let's take a 3 degrees left. It's going to do 3 degrees. Might take 5. See if we can line that back up. What should we be running at? 035. Okay. 035. Okay, and we are about 7 degrees off that. Let's try that. be able to see my house from here. My house, where I previously lived, actually. In here somewhere, I think. So getting out to Richmond, I had to catch a train all the way down there and all the way back up here because there's just too many mountains across this way. And back in school, I didn't drive. A couple more degrees. Maybe an extra one to get back on the line. Alright. Steam is down. What do you mean Steam's down? Steam's not down. Your Steam is down? I'm playing this on Steam, so I don't know what's going on there. Dre says, I just need to become more entertaining and interesting as a person, or more like learn to sell myself better. That would definitely fix many problems in my life. Well, if you're going to do YouTube, what are you going to do YouTube for? The video games? Are people coming for the video games or for you? If you're making the video game interesting, well, there's half your battle. The video game will be what they're coming for, and then if you're interesting or reacting to the actual video game, because there's your content, that'd be cool. Oh, I reckon that rear gunner could have a go at Mrs. TPHI. She's probably like, oi, I'm just flying here. I'll take a photo of my new bowling ball on Wednesday and put it on Discord. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, and this one time at band camp, I stuck a boot in my...
Excuse me?
What? You don't think I know how to get myself off? Hell, that's what half band camp is. Sex ed.
Why was that so quiet? Hey, Jake. Why is that so quiet? Was it quiet for you guys, or was it just quiet for me? It's like all the sound files are quiet.
And one time at band camp, we weren't supposed to have pillow fights, but we had a pillow fight, and it was so much fun. So because this one time at band camp.
Yeah, the chatbot sounds quiet. Let me just crank my headphones all the way up. Okay, they're all the way up. I think it's just by the sound. Yeah, a little quiet. Yeah, yeah. American Pie. Yeah. I did this sound thing. What does that button do? Oh, filtering and stuff. Okay. My pre-gain. It's not working. So this device thing, I can't hear any difference from it. Don't know. I'll have to work out the two-tone Murphy's link to the equalizer APO thing, configuration thing. It's not working how it was yesterday, where I modify things and things change straight away. Actually, you know what? This would be a good view from inside. Let's get inside. There we go. Oh, well, it would be a good view if I had loaded it in. There we go. You've got side windows. Okay. There's Mrs. TPHI having a look around again. Okay, so we zoom out. Yeah, okay. Don't know. There's it's really loud for this. My installation from Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 is 93% completed. Awesome. Yes, I'm going to jump into 2020 at this next airport and fly this plane back in 2020. I want to see. Dre says, I think if I just socialize more, I could learn better social skills. It's just where there's really nowhere to go or way to meet people around here. Closest city is about 45 minutes away. Why do you have to go somewhere to socialize? What are you doing right now? Like what are you actually doing right now, if not socializing? That boost back down below the red line. There we go, 3000 RPM, very good. Nice and low. What's this one? Engineer's seat. Move the engineer to the engineer's seat. No. That'll save his back, won't it? Oh, no way. There's a button for that. There you go. Mrs. TPHI is racing through. It is different online. Well, socializing. Yeah, alright, it is. I know, in real life, face to face, that's right. Go join a sport, go do bowling, go play a sport, go do Dungeons and Dragons, table meets, find something. 21 soon, we'll be hitting the bars and clubs. Yeah, that's not necessarily always the best socializing, but what works for you. He's not getting anything from the RAF. We're in an RAAF owned aircraft, but yeah, he'll probably be trying that too. Good on you, mate. Now you got a seat, you're good to go. Alright, does that mean I can see my fuel thing better? No better. Someone's still got the map in the way. Hello. Port 3 is empty. Starboard number 3 is empty. Is that empty or is it gone all the way around? I think it's empty. What's that one? Number 1 starboard? I can't tell if that actually does anything, but my god, that is so loud in there. And I've got the sim down at 42%. That didn't change anything. There we go. Right. Alright, I had to reset everything. Okay, so you can hear the difference there, right? Yeah, okay. So if we were to... right now I'm getting some changes working. Cool, alright, let's actually go outside. Yeah, so two-tone Murphy's settings now actually sounds a little different. Don't need the really low ones. Now that's sounding better. Mid-range. Yeah, okay, now I've got something working. Alright. That's not the D&D I was thinking of. What is D&D like? I don't know, I don't play it. But I see no, actually, what other D&D? What's the other one they play? Warhammer. They make the little figures and they play, and Brett does have a dungeon. He's got a man cave, not a dungeon. Actually, that sounds so much better now. Take 4 degrees to the left. Oh my god, that's loud. Inside. Try and turn that down a little. So inside's got a massive rumble. Actually, that sounds more like what I remember a Lancaster sounding like. Oh, that's much better. Go to an AA meeting. Well, start doing the nightclub stuff, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. I've just, you know, seen it on movies and stuff. But there is always Warhammer where they make the little figures and stuff, and I see them actually having like a although to be honest it's a bunch of nerds, and someone like the guy who plays Superman, what's that actor's name? Can't remember his name now. Yeah, Michael does pool and 10-pin bowling. That's another thing. Go 10-pin bowling. Go do something that's active somewhere. It's probably a way to do it. Alright, I'm going to try and come in from out over the water here. That's 15 degrees to the left. We're going to go out over this beach up here. And oh my god, that actually sounds too loud, too deep now. That sounds better. Let's get some sound going. That's how I think it should sound. Or how I remember it. You could find some volunteer work to do. That's a good way of doing it. Yeah. Food kitchen maybe. Yes. And you never know. You might find a nice partner there who recognises that you're willing to have that type of lifestyle and help people, that they might actually be interested in you. Actually, I don't know if you've already got someone. I'm just making up as I go. Yeah, and you get the work experience. Oh, he's already worked in kitchen work. He already does that. He's done a couple of jobs. But doing the voluntary work, yeah, that's where you're likely to get connection with people. Which is cool. I've known Dre now for what, 3 or 4 years, maybe more. We used to stream together, dual streams, flights and driving. Goes like a bat out of hell though in Truck Sim. Doesn't know what a brake is. from memory, yeah. No, I'm single. Yeah, it's a line cook. Not anymore, thankfully. Yeah, self-employed now. Okay, cool. Late 2020. Oh my god, I only just started my YouTube channel in 2020. Midway through. Where are we now? 21st. Must be my 5th YouTube birthday around about now. What was that? Is that Jared and his jet fighter? Or Jake and his jet fighter? What's Jake in? I'm coming through and trying to scare me, Jake. What are you flying, mate? F-18. That might have been what I heard. No. I have no idea what Jared's in. He's in a default aircraft, but it doesn't actually say what that default aircraft is. brakes are overrated. Yeah. You know, as soon as I said that he didn't use his brakes, I instantly thought of Mrs. TPHI, who's going to start truck driving soon. I'm like, I hope she finds a brake pedal. It's Jake, I know. Jake's in the F18 and come rumbling past. It sounded pretty cool. One of the OGs, yes. Love hot dogs. Yeah, I set up my stream yesterday. There you go. Might be breaking through the sound barrier very soon. Yeah, that's what I probably heard. I'm going to set up. I set up a stream yesterday when I was my server on my system because it was removed for some reason, and I went through and it goes, oh, you need to put a message in for the truck server. I'm like, oh yeah, what did I have before? Be nice and no hot dogging. No hot dogging. Did you try speed dating last fall? Fall being autumn, yeah, okay. Mostly met new people and all possible romantic connection, but it was mostly older folks who had a little in common. But I did meet some cool people. Hey, nothing wrong with dating an older woman or marrying them. Doesn't believe in autopilot either. No, she believes in it. She knows it's there. Doesn't use it. There's a boat in front of us called Chillax. This is Newcastle. This is where I met my wife. Or no, where my wife came from. She lived in, where are we? That way, right above Safari, I think is where she grew up. I think, or maybe over that way, a little bit over that way. You can see Newcastle's photogrammetry trying to load in, and woohoo, we're downloading at 88 megabit per second. It has 6 props and 4 turbine engines, Brett. Wait, are you flying the B57? Is that an FSX conversion? I don't have that installed. I might have even taken it out of 2020 as well. I should call it single male support group. Hang on, no men do older men at speedy dating. Cool ladies, not many girls at those though. Okay, yep. If you're going to fly, you're actually going to fly. I know. But you know what? I have a car, it has cruise control. If I'm going to drive and it's got cruise control, I will use it when going in a straight line or gentle highway driving or something. Or just to try and make sure I don't go speeding. I can't see this airport. I think it's over there. I don't usually approach from this low. Stockton Beach, I believe this one is. You used to be able to, I don't know if you still can, drive your four-wheel drive up it. Nice long beach. Never done that myself. Just finished all the map in ETS, 100% done. Nice. Ian says, I miss FSX. You can still play it. I don't know about online, but I used to play it online with people. Alright, we are going to line up the runway. In here somewhere, so we've got to bring it over here and then down in there. Mate, what are you doing with your arms way out there? It must be sore. Alright, then I'm going to swap swap sims, and we're going to pop into 2020 to see what it's like flying from here down over Sydney to Jervis Bay via Actually, where are we going via? What's the other one down at Wollongong? And then back to Canberra. I love adaptive cruise control in real life. It maintains safe distance between my car and the car in front. I don't use adaptive cruise control. My WRX doesn't have that. '14 model. Yes, there's a Mr. and Mrs. That's right. Try and get that trim right. What's our current speed? Too fast. Put some air brakes on. These will do the job. There we go, got a view to destination. I like that. I don't have my Toby on today. It's just pushed to the side at the moment, so no head tracking movement here. I wanted to just learn this aircraft. It seems quite forgivable, to be honest. It'll be lunchtime soon. Yeah, actually it is. The 2023 Outback XT. That's the XT model. Okay. 0 to 100 in about 6 seconds. Cool. I've got a few cars, but been driving the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado 98 model with my caravan the last few days, and it's 0 to 100 in about 3 weeks. Oh yeah, you can't use that view. Forget. Go left and it goes right. Oh, look at this. It actually comes in nice and slow, doesn't it? Wonder if we can use the full flaps. Oh yeah, that lifts it. I don't know if I've got... oh, actually I might have the mod on here. Got cranes and stuff. Alright, so that's full flaps. Whoops, that got me offline, didn't it? There's the barrier. Wonder where the barrier went. It's the jet wash barrier. People stand on the end there taking pictures of the back of jets coming and going. Or they used to. Not anymore, they don't. They used to have F-18s here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just went a little sideways there. Maybe the wind. Yeah, they used to have F-18. Well, they may even still have some F-18s here. Oh. Oh, that was down with one. Wow. That even impressed me. Cool. I'm going to park up in the end bay up there, maybe. Alright, stop vibrating Xbox controller. Oh, that is really in your face, isn't it? Alright, I can't have that one open. How about you go back and have a look over there? really loud. Hey, give me one back. Jake's brought his F18 here. There might be some Super Hornets here, but I think it's just the 35s now. But it used to be home of the classic F18s back when I was a younger guy, and then they popped in the 35s. So you guys are all going to sit down there, are you? Well, I'm probably going to actually park myself over here and then swap sims. How you going, Mr. Gammy Wombat? It's got a different texture on this part of the runway. I wonder what the deal is with that. It might have got resurfaced for the F-35 because they park them way out of there in amongst the trees in bunkers, I believe. Oh, do you reckon we're going to have parking space here? Yeah, I might be able to take that first one if we can turn around. Park on the oil patch. So, domestic airport as well as military base. Military base on this side. You will also get some larger aircraft here, and international over there where AM is. AM 213. It's not quite right, but we don't want to run over the tiny little aircraft there. Got pretty close. Alright. Shutdown. I'm guessing there's a sequence here. Maybe we'll just have a quick look. No, there's no shutdown. Alright, we'll just didn't like that, did it? Alright, all the magnetos off. Can we get the crew out of your seats? Engineer, radio, pilot. No, yep, there. Alright, cool. And we can close that off. And then we will pop them outside. And we will get the... What do we got? We got external power. Don't need the refuel for this one. We're just going to... And don't need another rearm for that. So... I turned off my crew, didn't I? Hang on, let's actually put them back on. I actually like this aircraft. Might have to do some more mission stuff with them. But I am going to pop into 2020 just to do a flight back. How far are we in? 2 hours. We may end up just doing a one leg in 2020, not all the way back to Canberra. I'll fly from here to... where is the next part of this flight? Let's have a look. Shell Harbour. Alright, we'll go from Williamtown down to Shell Harbour. And we get to see the cool stuff at Shell Harbour as well. So stay here and we will get that one done. I'll be right back. Actually, maybe we'll put some music on. Well, that's got some bass to it, at least. I like this. It's a good plane. Williamtown to Shell Harbour. Let's do it. Let's see how quick we can actually load and unload these sims. That ought to be fun, hey? You can see my desktop in a second. Alright, you're out and you're coming on. 4,595 hours in Flight Sim 2020. Alright, let me go back and read some of the other stuff. It's basically a WX wagon, slightly detuned though. Does run fine on regular, however the fuel economy is pretty good for car of its size. So the Outback XT is the turbo. Okay. Isn't there a Lavora, which is the WRX wagon? I thought the Outback was a larger one. You had a 2018 3.6 Outback. Yeah, I remember that one. That was the first time ever landed in the F-18. Jake, mate, well done. I saw you pop in next to me. Yeah. Send me some. Yeah, banana cake. Banana cake. Wow. Can't keep your eyes open. I know, I started a little bit later. Maybe you should get more than 4 hours sleep. There's an idea. Alright, I'm going to turn the graphic equalizer off. And the preamp off. Oh, that's better. I'm going to see what... oh, there's an update. Of course there's an update. Because Brett didn't check it last night.
It's a bit of...
I was waiting for that. Alright, now this OBS is quiet without the preamp. Okay, cool. Alright, we're going to do an update here. FS base AI traffic. Okay. Looks like we're getting a bit of a AI traffic update. Plus, you'd also have to jump into 2020 on the Xbox, wouldn't you? I think that download stopped. It has too. It must be installing it. But that download actually stopped. See the numbers going down? You watch, it'll just sit there in 0. Thanks. Really? Looks like we're not going to do 2020. Or it's installing it and then it'll download. Or it's going to start again. 7%. Wow, we've got 22 megabytes and it stops. Does anybody miss 2020? Does anybody actually miss it? Not so sure I do, to be honest. Now it's paused. What? Paused? Are you going to restart again? I've got a live audience watching you. Yep. Loading simulator. I've watched, and this is actually Installation Manager Simulator. No, Mr. TVHI doesn't miss it. Dre misses it. Yeah, easy to set up and use. Honestly, we had a learning curve to get into it as well. Yes, 24 did need to set up as a bit of a learning curve also to get into it. If I hit pause and then resume, will it actually do anything? Pause, resume. Alright, come on. Waiting for you. Because I actually don't think it's installing anything either. I turned it on for the first time in over a week just to test for Gunner. Yeah, I saw you write that. Jack says, I missed playing Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. I kind of wish I'd done an update last night. Although I'm sure I actually jumped in. Maybe not. Well, it looks like we're not getting in here anyway. Package 2 of 3 has stopped. And it's not downloading. You did a flight in it with Alison on a Friday. Alison is someone I've seen pop into Ozflight's streams, I think. But I don't remember who Alison is, or maybe I'm not subscribed, I don't know. If that's a YouTuber or Twitch streamer. I can't press anything here. What do we do? What do we do? We just come back later and try it? Come on. Go and check. Resume. Okay, now. Yep, no. Oh, I thought that was it. It checked. Twitch. It is Twitch. And Murphs. Yeah, okay. I might have seen it on Murphs one as well. Actually, I might even be a follower on Twitch. That's probably it. That's why I don't remember. Who else have I got? Oh man, look at all the ones I've got on. Maybe not. I don't think this is working. Wait, there we go. 0.6, 0.5. Oh, what? What happened there? Oh, it gave a spike and then stopped. Oh my God, that is so slow. Look at that. Just to get 329 megabytes, that should be just like 20 seconds. Look at this, 0.01 megabit, but no, it stopped. It's going to take a while. I know. I'm wondering whether I should just shut it down and try again, because that's fully stopped. I'm going to do that. I may regret it, but I'm going to try it. One more time. One more time for the dummies. And look, and if not, we'll just stop there. Delete it and don't look back. I still make videos in it. I've got a few to make. Although most stuff are making their way over to 24. I've got a few to make there too. Alright, let's see if this works. Just a little less drive on the whole making those videos. I 100% want to check the difference with the engine sounds. But look, if this doesn't update or stops again at number 2, I'm just going to finish the stream early. Or not even early. Yeah, okay, thanks. You have to actually download this. Can I just skip it? No, no skip. Alright, there you go. Look at that. 50 megabit per second. There you go. Second one, 50... Nope, stopped. No, the second one stopped completely. I'm looking at my internet and it is not downloading at all. That first one hit about 150 megabit per second, and the second one is not actually downloading, but it did go far further. But my internet is actually not downloading anything, so that number is just left over from the original download. Wow. What is this 2020 nonsense? I know. No, it's not actually downloading. I'm watching my monitoring of the internet. The only stuff I'm getting is from my stream. So I'm hoping that's actually installing. Okay, there we go. It installed. Now we're going. Alright, so we just peaked 120 megabit per second for a few seconds, and then we've got to wait for that to install. That's wonderful, isn't it? It will go back up, see? Yeah. Tasmanian Devils ate your Ethernet cable. Good luck. More likely the possums get up into the roof and eat my Ethernet cable. My Ethernet cable's like probably 4 meters up, running across the top of my shed roofing. It's actually hanging from the roof, but it's about 4 meters. up in the air, but you know. And then it's Wi-Fi down to Starlink satellite dish. Alright, what are we doing? We've got nothing. We had a spike and then nothing. That's probably because we're downloading the music as well. Man, alright, well, this has kind of ruined it. I think we might just have to... It took mine 5 hours to download that. Yeah, there's something wrong with their system there, I guess. Look, it's actually paused. Generic airports package. See, it's gone back to 23 meg. See, we were at 45. Now it's gone. No, I can't deal with that, so I'm going back. Saw a movie. Yeah, Meryl Streep movie. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah. Don't leave your... Oh, hang on. It's downloading again. It's trying, and then it stopped. So there's some issue getting past 45 meg. 5 hours. Sheesh. Yeah, I think we'll just have to admit that that's not going to work. So what's happening is it spikes. It goes all the way up to 150 megabit per second and then stops. Even 2020 is trying to get rid of itself. I know. No, there was actually a dingo. Yes, there's a whole bunch of them. It went in and took the baby from the tent because they camped in an area where wild dogs, dingoes are wild dogs, were, and it went in and took the baby. And from what's happened is there was a bit of a cover-up because the ranger was meant to have killed the dingo that came in and was willing to attack, and it was meant to be got rid of. And I actually know some inside story because of family connection. But yeah, that's where I like to camp. Yeah, in amongst the wild dogs area. Yeah, it's like camping in amongst wild coyotes, and wonder why one comes in and takes your baby while you're off having a drink.
Time at band camp, I stuck a flute in my...
Excuse me?
What? You don't think I know how to get myself off? Hell, that's what half of band camp is. Sex ed.
I had a look at the Steam folder games folder and see what I was doing in the installed games location, and it was decompressing folders, and after doing that it would download more and repeat the process. Yeah, so if you can't do number 2, see, it gets to 45 and then it goes, I can't get that, so it'll delete that. I've had the same with updating actual aircraft, and it will just go round and round all the time. So what I might do, I might actually kill the process completely, and then it'll actually make it restart. So let's try one more time, and if that's not going to do it, so I'm just going to end the task. I'm not actually going to shut it down properly. I'm just going to end it and then redo it fresh and see if that's... I don't think it'll do it. I know, I'm talking about camp, yep. I believe it because coyotes can be dangerous around young kids. But if you had a baby laying in a tent, yeah, like camping in a crocodile's nest, yeah, or paddling in the water, or putting your baby in a little blanket on the side of the river where crocodiles nest, you just don't do it. But this was what, early 80s? People went up there and they camped, but they didn't expect that to happen. But alright, safe mode, normal mode. Let's go normal. And then yeah, they didn't believe it because she was told not to cry and all this garbage, and then they're like, she must have done it because she didn't cry. And it's like, man. But yeah, She got found not guilty eventually after doing prison time. And it's because there'd been cover-up from the Rangers who had found the baby and got rid of it. But then she got blamed for it. What if the dogs just took the baby home and raised it? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Alright, let's see if this actually goes any further than part 2. So we're downloading, and number 1's fine. Watching my downloads, and it is stopped. No, it's just slowed down. No, it's going back up again. Okay, 61 megabits per second. This is going a lot faster. Yep, still going, and no, it went down, it's gone back up. Well, it's probably sitting around 50 megabit per second. Yep. Well, there you go. That's the remaining part. So I already had number 1. This must be the second parts. All right, keep going. You can do it. Come on. You know it's going to stop at 99%, right? Decompressing. That was actually pretty good. All right. Now it's actually off to the side. Let's actually fix that. There we go. That's what you do. Kill it in the processors, go back and start it again. Alright, and then they find the kid 40 years later. Yeah, no. His name's Tarzan. Was it a little girl or baby boy? Azaria. Girl. Third time's a charm. Yeah, so don't press stop or the X. Go to your processors and kill the services. I don't know if you noticed the number there was actually 200 and something megabyte to download, not 300. It's because it already had the rest of it already there in pre-download from the first 2 tries. So not having to start again, it just jumped straight through. So that's good. She's running everything in the dog pack. Yeah, no, that's not quite how it worked, but yeah. Your dingoes just don't get tamed. It's probably why there's no domestic dingo breeds out there. Oh, you're changing the story. Changing or challenging? Changing the story. Bingo was his name. Wikipedia, here I come. Oh, yeah, there you go. Change the narrative on Wikipedia. Surely nobody looks up Wikipedia for that type of information. All right, we're jumping in 2020. It looks like it's going. Thank you very much for those who've hung around and gone, geez, his downloads doesn't work very well, does it? I've also turned off the equalizer that we modified the sound of 2020 Sim because the engines don't sound as good without doing that. But in 2020, that's where it's natively made for. We'll give that a try. And no, this music that I have in the background is not part of the Sim loading. Actually, I don't know if you can even hear that. I had it way down, that's why. What about what? That people don't go to Wikia for that type of story? Well, they probably do, actually. I mean, I do it when I'm looking up locations and stuff. But I would say if you change the information there, which a lot of people probably have, because there was a lot of divisive opinions on the whole case. Yeah. Took years to go back through court to realise that the whole thing was flawed in the first place. She was found guilty of killing her own baby because of lack of proof of a dingo took it. Yeah. I tried adding Buddha to the Blink 182 Wikia page and they all went crazy. What's... What, Buddha as in religious Buddha? Oh man, I can see that little blue line moving along down the bottom and it's taking forever. Okay, that part I don't miss. Going into 2024, so much better at loading. This one may still not load. No, hang on. It must be just about to load. I can hear the fans on my PC slowing down. It's their first album. Okay, there we go. We're in. Download started in the background. No. Don't start downloads. Pause. What are you downloading? Camp out utility. Oh, that's one I tried downloading before. It didn't. How big is that? 2 point something gig? Cancel. Look at all the things I got updates for. World update. Wait, there's a new world update? That's missing. Okay, these are all the things I need to update. Oh, there is an update for the MiG-3. Maybe that's the fix. Alright, how we find our planes again. Change aircraft. Alright, let's go... Avro. Lancaster. Liveries. G is for George. And you know what? While we're here, let's have a look. S for sugar. Wow. If you were flying something that had POS on it, you know what you would rename that? Piece of... It's not showing up. There we go. Thank you. QBV, ZNY. Actually, I think I got the model for ZNY. No, it's YZ something. No, I got a Z, but it's a different color. BBMF, Dam Buster. Yeah, cool. I think that's one. Sparkles. Oh yes, a piece of sparkles. Yeah, no. Patience is overrated. We want it now. That's right. Now. All right, G for George. This is the one we were already doing. Has it got different textures? Only paint job. The green and black seems to be about the same. That one's got the bouncing bomb underneath it though. And see, no top turret because they stripped off that stuff for the extra weight and fuel. I don't know if you've seen the Dam Busters movie, but I was seriously thinking about going and watching that. Alright. Do we need fuel? Pfft, fuel's overrated too. Alright. Wormtown. I was parked there. I do like the loading of this better. And we're going to Shell Harbour. So this should be a fun landing there. It's a 46-minute flight. So you guys are happy to, let's go real time live weather. Happy to join me with that. We're gonna, yeah, that'll be just over 3 hour. Fuel is so overrated for you. I know. I actually think I might be on unlimited from our last jet fighter flight. I don't seem to turn that back off. So, not too worried about that. Although I would like to be a little lighter when I land. Classic one of the Dam Busters. Also the movie Mosquito Squadron had the bouncing bomb. Mosquito Squadron. I don't think I've seen that. Sprockets. Oh yeah, Jack. Yep. Sprockets. Yes. Piece of sprockets. You've got our full attention now that we aren't flying. Alright, let's have a look at this beauty here. Does it look different? Well, other than not having that button there. Can I not press that button? Push back tool, you need to go off. There we go, thank you. Having a looking around outside. Okay, music. When you finish this little build up here, I'm going to put you on pause. Alright, 3, 2, 1, that'll do. Thank you. Alright, yep, I need that control on, so resume. So that's just my Xbox controller coming on so I can go around and have a look. Okay. Same airport we were at before, 2020 sim now. Got a couple of people here. Let's put the crew outside. Yep, there we go. Looking good. Do you know, I don't actually, it looks a lot crisper in 2020 sim. But, yep, okay. So, checklist. Alright, do we go through the full checklist? I think I might just read it and see if there's anything else different. We might actually put that on, because if I don't, I will... Oh, how come I can't put that on? Thank you. Where's the hit marker on that? Thank you. Alright, okay. So we'll just put in a few essential things that we do need on. Crew on board. I'll do that in a moment. Actually, no, we won't. It's a bit of... Holy shamoly, that was so loud. Okay, they're in. Park and external power on. We do need power on to, I think, start the aircraft. So we will put the power on. A battery switch on. We'll probably will need a battery switch. So, oh, that is not what I wanted. Okay, I can't press the battery switch. Alright, so hit marker's a little bit bigger on this one. Landing gear is down. Yes, starboard fuel selector and port fuel selector. So 1, 2, thank you. Starting engines, we're going to run through this a lot faster. Coil on. You know what, I should just tick the item as I go. Mixture rich. No, it wasn't, but it is now. Starboard fuel booster number 2. Oh, who did that? Who did that? It's going to go forever. I don't know whether I need to talk or not while that's on. Oh my god, this goes forever. All right. I'm not starting until that's gone. Superman, go away. Oh my god. That's my longest sound file. Okay, let's start that aircraft. Although I want the crew in first, so Actually, we'll take you off. If I put him there, he gets in the way. Okay. Alright, let's start the engines. Nope, I'm missing something. What did I do wrong? Who just popped in? I hear it, but I don't see him. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, wait, you just did the sound file, didn't you? Takeoff, okay. Let's crack that open a little bit further. Magnetos are on. Oi! Alright. No sound files will play at the moment. I did, it's on. You know what, I'm actually going to put them all on because I'm sure I had the right one. Yep. Yep. Okay. Oh, we are not actually going to start that because I might have skipped a few things. 3 is open. Now let's get it all the way down. Let's get you up. That's number 3, isn't it? Yeah, that's propeller. Alright, let's try that again. Anybody know what I'm doing wrong? Throttle cracked, open, yep. Fuel cock is open. Master 3 fuel is open, cool. Hang on, what's that? That's a supercharger. Wait, we have a supercharger? Oh man. Oh. Okay. You know that whole comment about fuel is overrated? Ah, it doesn't go all the way around. Test that again. Yes, you didn't start on the runway. All right, look. I'm going to do it a different way because I do know how to do it a different way, potentially. Let's try this. No, it's not actually going to do that. Oh, it did in 24. Just ran them all on at once. Get these out of the way, thank you. Engineer seat out of the way. What am I missing? Fuel on, yep. External power's on. Get the refuel. Don't need to rearm. Remove, no. External power is not on. Right. Did I not have the power on? Oh. I didn't. Power was off. I didn't realise I bumped that. Okay. I'll work that part out. Not that one. This one. That one's already open. Two Rolls-Royce engines running. Alright, that's pretty loud actually. Run that down there. And where's that checklist again? There was something else I had to do after starting the engines. External power cart off. Done that, thank you. Port 2, yep. Just checking. All right, let's shut that. Oh, I can hear the stereo on that. Bombor. Okay, how do I get that out of the way? You don't. Okay, so nav lights back on. Autopilot master on. Okay, and we can have our Mr. Backbreaker there. Good. Alright, now, sorry I missed a whole bunch of comments there. And yes, I did turn the sounds down because I wanted to start that up. So much for that taking out the V1 rocket emergency sortie. No, these never did. What are you talking about? I sing good songs. Oh, Brett, sing us a song? Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Yeah, no, that's about all you're going to get. Looks like there's a tail light on there. So taxi down this way. Alright, Mr. Mutt Dog and your Spitfire. Oh, I'm going to have to use a bit of left brake there. There's a little bit of what's the word? Stuttering there for a moment. Somebody's got a bus on the way. I don't know what you... I'm not singing any Starfish song. I did happen to hear one the other night. A couple of versions. A bit of, oh my god. Who's flipped over the Super D? Who's doing that? Way to go. Love Flight Sim 2020. Isn't it awesome? Alright, the bus is backing up. So, oi. Doesn't mean you can go through and underneath. Alright, the bus gave up on me. We played chicken and I won. Hang on, there's a little plane there. You going to stop? You're going to stop there and I'm going to have to go over you, am I? Where's the flag here? It's another Super D. You can see the C-17's parked here at the military site. You know what? I'll go around here. You go under there, and I'll go this way. You're lucky I didn't just squish you. Look at all the traffic. What's going on? Making you famous, yeah. Don't get any royalties, no. Have to go to the end. Listen to the end of his stream. Oh, he's done some more, has he? Okay. Cough. I make music. Cough along nuts and wombat. Yeah. They make AI music. Jeez, these guys are. There's enough of you guys driving down here. Look at a forklift behind. Anyway, a couple of C-17s. Now we're only on idle pretty much with these engines. We'll see how they sound once we get going. I might crank it up a little. Make sure that's a bit loud. There we go. That should do the job. I'll take that mouse out of the way. You don't make music like this. Oh no. They were making some pretty interesting. Don't, black van, come on, get out of the way. Jeez, they're driving right in front of me, underneath me. Are you supposed to be leading me? You are. They're like, follow me, man. His brother Morty.
Thanks
Michael,
for the
mate.
dono.
From Michael, man, airplane, woman, airplane, seat, small airplane.
Thank you, Michael. Do you know, 2020 is still a good sim. Oh, it looks over that way. Okay, so their views are still wrong. Or deliberate. So that's looking left, and that's looking right. Yeah, I don't get that part. Alright, that's a domestic terminal on that side. So, hear what this sounds like getting going. Tails up. Oh, that's a little bit too much. She wants to climb already. Don't know. It definitely sounds different. But I don't know which one, whether maybe it needs the boost that is in the other one as well. Alright, is this picking up nav? That shouldn't be my nav takeoff line. Oh, hang on, I've got VFR map. Love it. Where are you going? You're going to do a circle? not only that, I should have one of these. Yes. And that kind of changed my view there. Yeah, it did. Okay. I think this is going to head north, is it? We should actually be heading south. So with a little bit of help of PM GTN 750, let's see if we can turn our CDI on to GPS. Oh, I got Muttdog actually trailing me in a spitty. That would actually look good. I have to go and look back. But let me get off there and put it on GPS. There we go. Turn our nav heading down that way. Continuing back to there. Do we have an autopilot? We do. Let's take it to 5,000 and a vertical speed up at 500. No, actually closer to 1,000. Hey, that'll work really well. Set course 194. Ah, all the things we miss. Alright, Mr. Mud Dog, bring it around. Flyby and faster? I don't know if they're working. Who's going faster? I'm going to settle into a 1,000 feet per minute climb, Mr. Mud Dog. Heading, wow, look at the Navy out here. No, it's not Navy. Ah, this is the boats I've got. Yes. So in the sim in 2020, I've got extra boats and Navy. There is actually a full-on line of tankers and stuff trying to get in and out of Newcastle all the time. But this is ridiculous. Look at this. Whoa, there's a weight. Probably because of all the bad weather. If that's kind of realistic, which is very common. Don't redeem faster again. I think I might have that like blocked for 30 minutes or an hour. If I'm lucky enough. There's a spitty. Can't tell the difference between 20 and 24. The sound. Okay, so I'm not using the boost sound. If I turn it back on, see what it does. Wow. Yeah. See, that's standard sound. With the boost on, that's what I had to do in 2020 to make it sound the way it did. That's right, in 24. So yeah. Is he in the Grey Nurse? He is too. So he's in the RAAF Spitfire. The Grey Nurse. Nice. And he's a lady, because that's what they do in 2020. They changed all the default pilot to a lady. How dare you? How dare you? Blah, blah, blah. Dre, mate, have a good night. Thank you very much for dropping by. We're going to 5,000 feet, Mr. Mud Dog. Yeah, I think if I were going to put on any kind of equalizer sounds. Might give it a little more meat, but not as much as I was offering. So let's try. That's more of an inside sound, I would imagine. There's a lot of cargo boat. Yeah, I don't know about that sound. That sounds like more inside. Oh, Bombays. No, I don't think I like the sound on there. Alright, going to pick up the nav line. We're close enough. We are. Nice. Alright, down over Sydney. Yep, past Sydney. Right out over the harbour and yep, down. Okay, cool. You can go. Taxi's away. Here, mate, you can have a seat. There you go. Alright, so let's go look through the... Changes your mic too. Ah, sounds like crap. It does. It really does. Does it change my mic to deep voice or something, does it? Let's go look through the seating. There we go. Yep. Ah, auxiliary tanks. Okay. So we can do fuel management. You know what I'm like with fuel management. Terrible. Wait, we're missing something. Where's my... Oh, there they are. I'm like, where's the gold rounds of ammo? They're there. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to be able to turn this around? I'm looking forward to multiplayer where we can sit in the different gun things like this, see, and just go. I know it's the wrong sound, but sorry, wouldn't take out the Spitfire. He's my escort. Hey, Big Out. No, what happened was I'll turn this down a little. I think I'll turn it down a lot. Went into 2020 and it needed an update, and it refused to update twice until I killed the service and task manager, and then gave it a bit of a go again, and I finally got it. So we're actually in 2020 now. No, we're just sitting on the flight line, I believe. Hey, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer. 36 months. He's been lurking. Doesn't say anything, just goes pow. How you going, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer? Oh, I think I froze it doing that. Oh no. Oh no. It paused. It paused. What happened? I jumped between my seats and... No, there we go. But poor Mud Dog's probably flown right by going... No, he hasn't. I've lost... Oh, I remember when Flight Sim used to do that. It'd go, nah, I paused, and then it kicks me off the server, and then it takes a moment to come back on.
Thanks for the dono.
Oh, dude. $5 as well, mate. Hang on, let me get into the... There we go. Thank you very much, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer. Thank you, mate. Look at that. He's just like totally lurking, and then all of a sudden, bam, in he comes with a membership milestone and a dono. Thank you very much, mate. We're back in 2020 at the moment. There we go. Got a spitty coming in. He's like, I found you. You know, turn the name tags back on. We can see him. I don't know. Was this what the Rolls Royce sounded like? Big Al, mate, 33 months. Awesome. Oh, why is the bot not reading it? Can't actually hear the bot reading it for some reason. Don't know. System sounds, no. Oh, who knows. But thank you very much for your membership, Big Al, mate. The Vader lightsaber, awesome. I actually need to hang mine on the wall. I've got one that has Darth Vader's head coming through and the lightsaber there. More of a plastic one rather than one that actually makes lots of noises. No, the bot's actually on. Well, look, it might have turned off, but normally that actually talks because Colonel Indown and Long Nuts has been making all sorts of things. Or maybe the milestones don't. Maybe only the donos do. I don't know. Qantas link up there. I don't know, I think maybe if we change the gain on this thing, what have we got? Get that. Oh, we had the gain way up, did we? Pre-amplification, right? I think I had it down anyway, and then yeah, that actually really does change it. How do we reset that? Oh, it does change all the sounds there. Johnny Mon! Oh yeah, I got one of those milestones. Let me just give that a go. Jake is trying it again. Yeah, no, I think that fast is probably because it goes for so long. I must have put a really good time limit on it. When I say good, I mean good for me. Don't know about that. That's without the sounds. Actually, that sounds better. Without the pre-amplification and just the equalizer. Oh man. No, inside better like that. Yeah, cool. How you going, Johnny Man? Johnny Mon, I mean. I think Vader would have been awesome in a barber shop quartet. Sounds better voice-wise. All right. So if I would just say turn this right down and turn that on. Now do I sound like I got a deep voice? Yeah, baby. Oh. I don't know. I don't know if I've done the microphone thing as well. Maybe you turn that down a little bit. We're kind of peaking on the bandwidth there. Does sound pretty good out here though. I just need to play around with the thing. Keep that, yeah. Surprised though, has Echo 19 done the sounds on this? In 2024 it sounds a lot worse, but most aircraft going over 2024 seem to lose the sound. Alright, Mud Dog's like, formation, forget that. I'm going after a BF 109. Or maybe that's a speck in my eye. How's the Lancaster treating you? Good. We were just playing with the sounds though. Like I've got this now on a equalizer. This is the thing that Two-Tone Murphy was showing off when he showed off this last week. Banana cake? Oh, that bot is slow, isn't it? Oh, because you spelled it wrong. Stuffy. She spells it wrong. Please don't what? Do the whole yeah, there's a full-on sound file for that. Actually, you know what? Talking about sound files. For those who haven't seen this before,
we interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Now that is a deep voice. Go check out that link, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer, or no, actually, it's a bit of. Oh, yes, it is a bit of. Flight Sim mods. Awesome modifications for your Flight Sim gear and or your table and or your bits and pieces. Lots of new stuff getting added all the time. Put in Brett Plays 10 for 10% off your purchase. Unless, of course, he's got some other sale on at the time, which I understand. But go check it out. I think it sounds better now that I've got that amplifier on, but I've toned it down more than what Mr. Two-Tone Murphy had his on, just to give it, in 2020 sim, a better sound, I believe. Having a cup of tea and some homemade carrot cake, nice. Alright, we must be getting close to Home and Away area. This is the beach where Home and Away is filmed, or was. I actually don't know if it's still there or not. I don't watch it, and most Australians don't. See if I've got a sound file for this one too.
Press one button and the thing just goes, whoa, let's go flying, shall we? Let's go flying. Press the magic button on the magic carpet plane. Woohoo!
Is that something called romance novel? What's romance novel? Beaches, not sure about Home and Away. No, that's where they did film it, Palm Beach. I used to go there all the time. And Whale Beach and Newport. Actually, I think I went to Newport more often than anything else, and obviously Manly Beach down that way. But I often drove up to Palm Beach, just this extra drive. I remember I must have been not even 20 years old, and I was driving somewhere in this section here, coming back from Palm Beach when we went swimming with my brother, because I lived over here somewhere. And I'm driving back in my car, an old 1974 Toyota Celica, little two-door thing with like dodgy paint job and panels, and anyway, and there's this I don't know. It's just a woman in a bikini walking on the side of the road, and I've kind of like done the whole look out towards her as I drove by, and then turned my head back, and the traffic in front had stopped, and I hit the brakes so hard that the whole car skidded sideways, so that I was looking out my driver's door, looking at the back of the car there. I missed it, didn't hit anything, but oh my god, I got so close. Yeah. Rubbernecking, I think they call that. Oops. Doesn't look like a whale. I think they did whale catching stuff. They might have gone in there. I think that one's Whale Beach, or is it this one? Can't remember now. But yeah. Yeah. And he drove into the ocean. No. Only because he wanted to see if it would float. What? Bad GPS. Those women are dangerous, yeah. First car was a Leyland P76. Nice. Actually, mine was that Toyota Celica. Or Celica, as the people in the US call it. Actually, I think I like this sound better. Like the Office episode. How did they do that in the Office as well? I mean, it's so ironic that I full on skidded sideways and just missed the back of the car. So embarrassed. But I didn't hit them, so that was good. Your first car was an 82 Toyota Celica. Love that car. I had an 84 Coupe. And to be honest, it was so different and odd with a 2-litre engine and... Oh, I got some stuttering there. You can see that. That I kind of wished I'd kept it because it didn't cost much to buy and I didn't get much for it to sell. But you don't see them very often. Probably just got wrecked. Like off to the junkyard a number of years later. But if it still had it, it was just completely different. Not one of those hatchback ones, a full-on coupe. Colonel Indiana Long the Nuts wants to say aluminium, but he can't type it correctly. But he's trying. Because it's not called aluminum. They're supposed to bring back the Ford Capri. That would be cool. The little convertible thing. That kind of got outsold and outdone by the Mazda MX-5, or Miata as some people call it. That thing just outsold it. I don't know, 5 to 1 or 10 to 1. And Ford Capri just didn't get much of a run. Was a Ford Laser base or something, which is like, or the Mazda 323 base. First one I actually bought for myself was a Dodge Ram Sport 4x4 with 4 on the floor, all black. I missed that. Best car was a Datsun Sunny I had. It for about 10 years. Nice. I was born in the back of a 79 Ford Ecoline panel van. Born or conceived? Or both? Wow, we're going to go right over Sydney Airport. Well, that's ironic. Good. We got Qantas 440 from Melbourne. 737-800 landing in right now. Did we lose our escort? We did. No, Matt Dog's there. Never mind, he's there. See if we can get inside and get some views here. Let's go this way. No, yep, there. How do I go forward again? I don't remember. Alright, did that work? Yeah, it did. Okay. A lot of people can see the back of those panel vans. Yeah. If this van's a rockin'. How do I go forward again? I don't remember. Go sideways. Just setting up some views so I can oh yeah. Shove our head out? No, we can't. Ah, we can't go over any further. We can go over his shoulder. No. Alright, so if I turn off the equalizer, that's the sound we get. I think I like it better like that. Right over Sydney Airport. What's our altitude? Should be at 5,000, shouldn't it? Redo the barrow. Which one's my altitude? Yeah, there. Well, that just jumped up a few hundred feet. Went on autopilot for a bit. Oh, I'm getting some stutters. It's been a while since I've been to Sydney Airport then, I guess. Nope, it's fine. It's got over it now. What's the internet doing? Stuff all. Yeah, cool. I wonder if you have a few of those together, what do they sound like? Well, didn't Two Tone Murphy have a couple of them? I'd like to do a flight like that eventually. I hope to actually see this particular plane in real life when I get to Canberra War Memorial. I'm hoping they actually have it open on display, because apparently the website still says that it's in storage while the display is being built, but there are pictures of it already set up. So, don't know, this is G's for George for those who arrived late, and I'm hoping it's actually going to be physically able to be inspected. Do I still have the pictures? No. Yeah, I'll show it again for those who didn't see it earlier. Showing War Memorial, here we go. So this is the actual plane I'm flying right now. Oh, there we go. Let's make that even bigger. Alright, it's a centerpiece of a Striking by Night exhibition at Australian War Memorial in Canberra. It's also a multimedia sound light show which recreates the night bombing operation over Berlin, December 1943. Beautifully restored World War II era Avro Lancaster Mark 1 bomber with the call sign G for George. The bomber serial number was constructed by, Vickers, Udder 460, based in Brighton, Yorkshire, 42. So apparently none of the crew that flew this in the 90 missions that it did died on this plane. Some of them did die on other planes that they flew, other Lancasters, but none in this one. So this one actually made 90 flights, bombing flights, and never lost a crew member. How cool is that? So looking forward to going there and checking it out in October. It looks like it's actually open now. All the information they've got about it. There it is there. Yeah, looking forward to that. I'll take pictures and put them on my Discord for everybody. Don't know if I'll necessarily be able to do a live stream from there. That'd be weird. That'd be cool. But yeah. Anyway, looking good. Looking good. This is the Dam Buster one, isn't it? No. No, Dam Buster ones, there are Dam Buster ones. They don't have the gun bubble on the back. This is the aircraft, the Lancaster, yes. But this is not, G for George is not the model that did it. but there is a Dam Busters version with the bouncing ball bomb, which is less of a ball, more of a barrel. Alright, we're going to pop into Jarvis Bay up here, and then I'm going to finish up the stream because we've actually been going over 3 hours. So landing just down in here. I wonder if we can get a weather report for them. Probably not. No, that's Wollongong. I want the Shell Harbour Airport. Alright. Got to go now. See you, Jake, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us. My son plays a game Microprose called Bomber Command. He's watching this and telling me to get the Lancaster. Yeah. Just wait till the B17 video game comes out. I think it might be a Microprose one as well, where you can multi-crew. So you and your mates all sit in different positions. There is one that's only in VR though, but there are other B17 games available. I don't know if they're all, but I do remember the side gun games, probably B17 again, or even a B29 that used to have years ago, and you would actually jump between pilot and bomber and side guns to shoot, and tail, and even the ball turret, yeah. Okay, the pew pew's finally caught up because I noticed that actually went off. Only 2 flying in the world. Well, Mr. TPHI was following one flying around his place yesterday. Oh, it only lasted for 5 seconds. How about that? Superman, he came, he went, he was so fast he actually flew past. 5 seconds. That's all you get. Because that thing is still going to be going. Oh, there he goes again. Oh my god, I need to shorten that one down from yep, he flies too long. He's probably still going. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, I've got a button for that. Yep, still going, still going. How long does it stay on the screen for? Holy schmoly, it's still going. Oh my god. Oh, it's going to be dangerous when you guys keep remembering that one. I'm like, oh no. Is it still going? It is. It's still going. You hear that? I hear it too. Mate, can you go and have a look and see what it is? Can you see him? Can you see him? Oh, he's gone now, has he? Oh, alright, good. And he won't be back for an hour. Wait, I don't think you spent any on there. I got it all 0 at the moment. It used to be credits. Actually, you can type in ! Credits, I think. Is it credits? I think it is. And you can see how many credits you got. I used to actually make them cost money. Maybe I need to make them cost money again. Although the problem is, you guys have got probably still going. Yeah, no, it's stopped now. It's finished. But holy schmoly, it goes for ages. All right, let's get that. Where is it? No, yeah, no, hang on, that one. Thank you. Going to use the cheats. No, Republic credits are no good here. He's got 46,000. Oh, man, I'm going to have to make that thing really expensive. Really expensive. 59,000 for Michael. Woohoo. No, hang on. Let's go flight level. Oh, too much. 25. Vertical speed down at 1,000. 1,500. Back her off. 0 boost. 3,000 RPM. Probably actually going to have to go even less. Yep. Mr. TPHI. Oh, does Airshow add on in multiple? Ooh. Oh man, wish you told me that earlier. I would have tried it. Formation. Cover me with. Out of the way. Number 2. What would it be under? I don't know, but I could have Typhoon following me. That'd be cool. I don't know if I've gone past it or not. Oh, look at all this. The problem with having too many planes is... Yes, there we go. Oh, you can do the same. Okay, so I can go scan. GeForce Sugar. There we go. And cover me. No, but I got I got a mud dog already. Hang on, let's get this off out of the way. Probably be a bit late to do it. And there it is. Yes, you can. Johnny One's got 9,000. Nice. 52,000 for Mrs. TPHI. Okay, so yeah, how do I get rid of that arrow on top? Is that because I got it selected? Okay, so unselect. Hello. Did I just add? I did. I added 2. Hang on. Let's go back to 1. There we go. Oh, we are so doing a formation when I get all the liveries in. Look at Mud Dog. Hang on, I got to land here. So doing a formation flight with all of the different liveries. So you can see it's got different numbers. We'll have to do a flight. Now, Airshow Assistant is actually coming to 2024. Can you land? Yes, you can. Yeah, and you can choose how you want them to land, whether they be behind you or in line or next to you or the likes. So they will land, and I can actually pop in a whole bunch of them if I wanted to. There's my speed. We did actually drop down. All right, so we're going to take that, and so they'll copy and they'll all right, so I just put my landing gear down and they jumped in behind me. So the moment I put my landing gear down, he's decided, okay, you're landing, I'm going to pop in behind you. There you go, his landing gear's coming down too. man, should have done that right at the beginning. And you can take off as well. Wish you could do it with helis. No, yeah, something was wrong with the helis. You couldn't do it. With surfboards attached. Yes. And then you play the Valkyrie song. Na, 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 na. I need to trim that. Oh, hello. I had that trim way out. Okay. Autopilot was on, that's right. You want to be able to hear it. Don't like the scratch windows though. I think I might add that file that turns that off. So you can change it so they will actually land in formation or land behind you. And also you can move them further out or in. Yeah, I saw that as coming out. I'm thinking, man, I'm going to stay poor with all these things I got to buy. I don't know. Do I really want a Black Hawk? I haven't used the Apache much. I need to go and play with that. Just need to sit down and do them. I want to finish Planet Crafter too, though. Once I finish it, I won't need to go back to it until there's some major update, another expansion or something. You backed off? Still below me, alright. Cool view. Not going to land that way though. Oh, there's a bit of a crosswind there. I think we bounced. We're down. Holy schmoly, that was smooth. That was so easy there. You going to land? He's floating. He's floating. I don't know if he's got this airport. What the heck? That would normally be have landed. Wonder why they're floating. He's going wide. Okay, they don't seem to like this airport. It looks like the parking bay is already full here. Oh, that one let it up. Where's this bus going? Have you squatted on the ground now? Oh, it is. Actually, it is on the ground now. Okay. Well, do you know what? Let's go down and do a taxi. Let's get a bunch of these. Can we get other ones? What have we got? 3. Oh, do you know what? Let's put this back on screen so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop in... I am going to do a little bit of a takeoff, fly around and come back down. Let's put in a Supermarine Spitfire? Maybe. Maybe just a standard Spitfire. Let's go to Typhoon. Where'd that just go? It disappeared, did it? I think it just disappeared when I clicked on it. Okay. Got to remember the name of all these things and work out what they are again. Don't know what the deal is with that one. Oh, it's a beaver. with some extra. Oh, we could have Avro Vulcan's flights. Awesome. There we go. Let's take one of those. Take that version. D-Day. Okay. Five. Oh, I think I just turned on a whole bunch of these guys. We did too. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted. Number 3 aircraft was the Spitty. Number 4 aircraft. How do I click on that? It's not working. Unclick there. Unclick there. Nah. I think I've jammed it up a bit. So 3 of us. No. The Spitfire didn't work. Okay. Look, I'm not going to keep doing that. I need to go stop and have some lunch as well. But yeah, we could totally have a bit of fun with the air show assistant. Alright, I reckon we'll park down the side here. Where did Mutt Dog go? I think he's gone. So there is actually a museum here. That's why this aircraft's here. You get over, otherwise it's going to hit our wing on there. Down near the Catalina. Oh, we're going to hit it. Oh, we hit it. We hit it. Alright, well, we're parking here. That was an emergency shutdown, that one. Alright. Oh, there's a good way of shutting it down. Good. Okay. Let's turn the crew off. Oh, that is quiet. My ears are ringing now. Alright, crew is off. That goes off. Let's pop them outside again. That goes on. And they're all off. Everything else is off. Yep. No, not all of it's off. I left that on and the battery on. Done. Here we go. Friend request from Jake. Alright, Jake, mate, I will do that in a moment. Have to do a Black Hawk down then. Yeah, okay. You get up to 12, I think. Yeah, I've just got to get them to probably rescan my drive. Thanks, Mrs. TPHI. Says thanks, Brett, and see you, everyone. I actually am going to finish here. We'll put our music back on. It's been a nice long stream having a look at this. But I will finish up here. And Jake, I will get your thing done in a moment. I like this. I'm going to do some long streams with it. I think this will be my plane to fly, fully loaded on build the Lancaster 132 scale model videos. So it'll be build and have this on the same. Mark says Lancaster, oh, splendid. It was awesome. That'll buff out, no problem. I know, it's just on the edge. I just, look, I barely touched it. Look at that, that's hard. That's not even touching, that's just a force field. Yeah, that's where we got up to. But I will see you all in another one. Tell the guys in the hangar it was the other Lancaster in the door. That's right, yeah, he's already gone. Yeah, S for sugar. I'm sure it was S for sugar. It was a POS on the side. Yep. All right. See you, everybody. Cheers. Bye. I'd like to say thank you very much for those who gave a donation, those who did the membership milestones today. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Oh, there goes his car. Look at all the parts.
Look at the little fuel spitting out. Ready? Oh yeah, baby.
Only, that's still pretty good.
If we can harness the massive power of television,
we could brainwash the whole country.